Illinois, a couple months back, decided to pass legislation that will help with medical graduates outside the country to practice medicine in their state. Here's the article right in front of me. A new licensure pathway for some internationally trained physicians, June 9th, 2023. The reason why I'm giving you guys this article is because, once again, I'm always hearing from people that medicine, going to medical school, becoming a medical doctor is the surefire way for you to make a lot of money and just enjoy your life. Okay. All you have to do is go to college, get that 3.5 to 4.0, get into medical school, do another 4 years, then residency, another 4+ years, then fellowship maybe. And by the time you're 30 with, $250,000 worth of debt or more, you'll be making six figures salary. Well, that's changing because of this. Now, in a move that may help ease the physician shortage in Illinois, state lawmakers passed a new law to provide a licensure pathway for certain internationally trained doctors who are not eligible for regular licensure under existing law. Within the omnibus Medicaid budget bill recently passed by the Illinois General Assembly is language that allows the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation to issue limited licenses to international medical graduates who are fully licensed physicians in their country of origin. Once again, they're practicing medicine in an outside country. Okay, they got licensed in an outside country, not in the States, not in the United States, outside country. Keep that in mind. These IMGs will be able to practice in the state under the direct supervision of an Illinois licensed physician. IDFPR will propose a permanent path to licensure for those IMGs who were previously not eligible for licensure under the old system. ISMS supported and helped craft the structure of the new law that will go into effect Jan 1st, 2025. Okay, so essentially next year, they're starting this in Illinois. Now, here's the interesting part. Illinois isn't even the first state that's done this. I've been going on to Reddit right here. Apparently, Florida as well as Tennessee has done the same. Now, the way this is looking, we're going to have a situation where medical doctors are essentially going to be the new people on the block who are going to have their wages depressed. Now, why is that the case? Well, it's very simple. Increase the labor pool. That's it. A lot of people say, hey, you know what? Medical doctors get paid because they work hard. Medical doctors get paid because they're extremely smart. Medical doctors get paid because they got to work, 80, 90, 100 hours a week. Okay. I don't want to take anything from medicine. It's a very important craft. It's not easy. Okay. I wouldn't want to do it. I tried to, and let's just say my grades were not up to par. And for that reasoning, I give a lot of credit to people who decide to proceed that field. However, there is something to be said that if you have a field like that where your wages are depressed because labor can come in from outside, then what does that say about your field? Here's what I got to say. And I want to have this instilled into your guys' mind, whoever watches this video. No matter who you are, okay, or what profession you are in, you are still part of the marketplace. I want everyone to understand that. This idea that someone gets paid because, they're not doing a kid's job is because they're working hard, because it's credentials. There are many reasons why you get paid. Okay. Barrier of entry is one of them. What's going on with this bill that recently passed and is going to go into effect in Illinois next year is lowering that barrier of entry, not just in Illinois, but also the state of Florida and also the state of Tennessee. Now, the question is, why exactly is this happening? Well, for multiple reasons. Number one, the pandemic showed that a lot of hospitals were stressed because they couldn't find the proper amount of people to service their patients. Okay. Now, instead of training people and paying people more money to do that, what they will instead do is they're going to import the labor force, right? Outside the country. That's just one way. Number two is they will do a expansion of delegation. So let me repeat this again. They will do an expansion of delegation. What exactly do I mean by that? You have nurses right now that are getting more and more tasks given to them that originally a medical doctor would do. And because that is the case, a lot of hospital administrators and management have decided to make, higher level nurses to be pseudo medical doctors. So they can do, healthcare, that's what medicine is, so that they can do healthcare without the expense. All right. Number three, this is to control, medical doctors, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much society wants to gas people who are quote unquote healthcare high level professionals. They're workers at the end of the day. They still need to make a wage or salary. Now, they may make the highest of wages and salaries, but they're still let's be honest, a wagey, as some would say. So because that's the case, businesses want to control the labor and the licensure of many of these medical doctors. So what's the best way to do that? We're going to come in and import these other medical doctors from other countries. We're going to get them here. We're going to teach them the craft. And now we're in a good situation. Sorry, I'm a little tired. But this trend that we're seeing, within a couple of decades, a lot of medical doctors, you're going to see a further decrease in wages or salary. Now, they're going to still get paid a lot. But similar to how there are a lot of Filipino nurses coming to the United States and, doing jobs from, American nurses, you're going to see the same thing in medicine. And this is no disrespect to, Filipino nurses. Okay. They do a lot of great work. Right. I even have a friend married to a Filipino lady. I think she's in healthcare. The fact remains, if you're not in business, and this is why I always, talk about the point of America. If you are not in business, you're just not going to have much success in this country. That's just a fact. I'm not trying to hate on people. I'm not trying to, disparage people, but that's just the fact as it is. So let's just read some of these comments, okay? Double Dodge. Important cheap labor, very crafty move. Can we replace the lawyers and politicians next? So, lawyers, right? Saturated market like, a decade or two ago. Still saturated. If you're not going to a tier 1 school and law school, people just don't care about you, okay? Let's see. Other comments. I applied to a job that was given to an FMG, so that's a foreign medical graduate who was allowed to skip U.S. internship and residency. This is the case in Texas and Tennessee. So once again, I'm just going to say it. I don't always know if these comments are true, but always, just for the sake of argument, let's assume this is true. This person has said that they applied for a job that was given to a foreign medical graduate. All right. So you studying your butt off for many years. You study your butt off for the MCAT. Then you get into medical school. Test after test after test after test after test. Next year is the same. The year after that's the same. Yada yada. You come out of school with massive debt, and there are people who didn't have to go through that process, and now they're becoming foreign medical graduates. Okay, it is what it is. I think it's a bigger threat than mid-levels. It will drive compensation way down. So in medicine, there are some mid-level nurses who are trying to, take the spot of medical doctors. But once again, this is just a giant battle royale. If you can't have a business, you're basically done. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, and give your own thoughts. Bye.